Hey everyone, this video is going to go over the essay assignment packet for essay number 2 evaluation essay. I know technically we are still working on essay number 1 narrative essay. You're working on your final drafts, but we still have to keep the train moving, so we are going to begin talking about essay number 2 this week. But just like with the first essay, I wanted to provide you with the essay assignment packet right up front and then go over it with you so that you would have a basic understanding of what this essay is all about. And then throughout the next couple weeks, you will develop a much better understanding of this essay once it's finally time to start a rough draft. It is an evaluation essay. If you think about what it means to evaluate something, you're basically saying if something is good or bad, or if it has quality or no. If you receive an evaluation at work on your job, your boss is going through a list of categories and saying how you performed or how you measure up in each of those categories. You're going to be writing an essay that follows that same concept. The topics that you'll get to choose from, you can choose almost any topic as long as it is something that can be reviewed or evaluated, and that you can get enough content out of to get to 3 pages typed and double spaced. Again, that's a guideline, but that seems to be the norm for students who do really well on this essay. They usually get to about 3 pages. Some go even further than 3 pages, but 3 seems to be about the average. But remember, that is typed and double spaced. We're going to be working over the next couple weeks on this essay. So there's a PowerPoint this week and a video lesson that goes over the PowerPoint, and it explains what this type of essay is all about and what you need to make sure you have in this essay. We will be reading a total of 6 sample evaluation essays, and you'll answer some questions about each one, and there'll be a video lesson that goes with each one. You will also have a few journal entries that might provide you with possible topics for this essay. Page 2 of this assignment packet actually gives you 10 possible topics for essay number 2. You are not obligated to use any of those, but if you're still struggling to come up with a topic when it comes time to start working on your rough draft, you might take a look at that list on page 2, and something might pop out at you, or it might lead you to another topic that you want to write on. As for the essay itself, again, typed and double spaced, around 3 pages. It is a formal essay, so you want to keep all of those elements of formal writing in mind: your introduction, your focused body paragraphs, your conclusion, proper grammar and mechanics, proper tone, all of those things. As for when we will be working on things, and when you need to worry about, you'll have some sample essays that you'll read in this week and week 7. For homework in week 7, you will have the essay number 2 workshop, which is where you will kind of nail down what your topic is, and all of the important elements that you'll need for the essay. I will look over those and give you my feedback as soon as possible. I'm going to be on the lookout. So the sooner you get that workshop submitted, the sooner you'll get my feedback to know whether or not you're on the right track. And then the rough draft for essay number 2 will be assigned as homework for week 8. And then I will use week 9 to read over them and give you my feedback. And as long as you turn it in on time, you will have my feedback no later than the start of week 10, possibly sooner. And then you'll have week 10 to use my feedback to revise. And the final draft will then be due the last week of class, week 11. We will be working plenty on this. It tends to be one of the easier essays that students write once you understand what you're supposed to do in the essay. And the PowerPoint will be super helpful with that. The sample evaluation essays will be super, super helpful with that. They're all great examples, and they're almost all student samples. So it's a really good idea of what students are capable of doing and kind of what level you should be on, but it just really helps with understanding, the formula for this type of essay. So this is a different rhetorical pattern. Remember that phrase? A different rhetorical pattern than the narrative essay. The narrative essay was a story, right? A story about you. This essay is not a story. It is a more formal essay with main points that you're going to support It's all based on personal experience still. You don't have to do any research for this essay. But it's still, you know, the organization and how you go about explaining your ideas is much more along the lines of a traditional essay as opposed to the narrative essay that you guys are finishing up right now. But we're going to work on it. We're going to, you know, discuss it. And if you have any questions, let me know. But for right now, just, you know that this essay is starting and we're just going to ease our way into it. And then next week and the week after is when you'll have to actually start thinking about topics and getting started on writing something. But if you do have any questions or concerns along the way, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, you can go ahead and move on and look over the PowerPoint and watch the video lesson for that.